So while we clear the field, I'll point out that this is another match, as they all are, frankly, but this match has implications for the final round. MCI on the blue side is ranked number 1. NRG, also on the blue side, is ranked number 8. They're in that coveted final spot. I'm sure they'd like to either climb or at least stay there. Meanwhile, Orange Chaos on the red side is ranked number 9, and I bet they'd love to switch spots with NRG. We'll see how it goes.
All right, John. Let's find out who's the qualification match number 54 on the red line. He's on the goal line. First, let's see who number 1 is.
The Collective from Mid-Maine Technical Center in Waterville, Maine. Very odd. It's the Anomaly from Sanford Regional Technical Center. Orange Chaos with Lexi Littlefridge from Brewer High School. From Maine Central Institute, currently ranked number 1. From Bucksport High School in Bucksport, Maine, and their robot Ugly Duckling, the Bucks Wrath. NRG 4055 from Northwestern Regional High School in Winchester, Connecticut. While we're getting the final setup, I'll point out that Orange Chaos is in 9th on the Red Alliance. MCI is in 1st, as I mentioned, but Northwestern, NRG, is in 8th. So you're probably going to see Northwestern and the Brewer team kind of giving each other the stink eye over the field. I want your spot.
All right, we have so pilots ready for flight and drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
Once again, we'll take a look and see what the strategy is for the autonomous round. Looks like the Red Alliance wanted to get a gear into place, and they did. So they get the propeller going, as does the blue team. The Red Alliance is shooting some fuel up into the air, but not really towards the boiler. Maybe just to celebrate that first gear in place. So we are dead even right now with the matches. So the strategy that they both used worked out. Let's see how it goes from here. With the Blue Alliance and the NRG team knocking some fuel onto the field. We'll see if they did that for the purpose of using the fuel or just to create a little extra chaos. Over here on the red side, we have the same thing. Team the Anomaly knocking some fuel onto the field. Ooh, and getting a little bit of rough play by the Bucks Wrath, being very wrathful towards the Red Alliance. Orange Chaos lining up to deliver a gear into place. It looks like it's also loaded up with some fuel pellets so that as soon as they get those gears rolling, they can go ahead and feed the fuel. So we're still dead even in this match. Both teams have 2 propellers rolling. Both teams focusing probably wisely on getting propellers up and running. That's where your most point advantage comes. Oh, the blue team fires up a 3rd propeller. That is going to push them into the lead. The red team responding, looking for another gear so they can get that 3rd propeller rolling on their side. The blue team kind of getting in the way over there. Not a bad strategy. Make it hard. Remember that the blue team has the number 1 ranked team, so they should be pretty good, pretty stout. 30 seconds remaining. How many robots are going to start climbing versus handing up gears? Oh, the red team has added a 3rd propeller, and they're working feverishly on that 4th propeller. I think that's a pretty good strategy. Oh, the red team has 2 davits lit, as the blue team has 3 davits lit. Can they get that 3rd davit? The red team does get the 3rd davit. Excellent job. Oh, not sure if that last robot counted because it did fall. But I think it fell after the buzzer. So I think they get the points for that 3rd davit. So it's nope. Looks like the red team only has 2 davits counted up there. And that is going to have a points impact on the match. So if the point totals hold after the referees have a chance to talk it over, it looks like MCI will retain their ranking, and Energy might even jump up a notch. Let's see how it goes. All right, we get the thumbs up from the refs, so we'll see what the final result is. The airships take off. They head into the sky, and the Blue Alliance wins. Match number 64 on our way to the playoffs. Well done.
Wow, I see that everybody in the Blue Alliance now is top 10.
Yeah, that was an excellent match. That brought the Bucks' Wrath up to 9.
I wonder if they'll end up joining each other later on.
That would not be a bad idea. It seems like a powerhouse team. The Outliers from Baxter Academy for Science and Technology down in Portland. Ranked number 6, it's Norwell High School with Norwell Robotics and Herminator 3. The Blue Crew from Mount Blue High School in Farmington.
All right, on the blue line, let's find out who teaches the 590.
They are the Viking Landers from Searsport District High School in Searsport, Maine. One of the teams I love the most, the team from Winthrop High School, it's Whirr. From the town that I currently live in, plus Falmouth, it's the Northern Force.
Thumbs up. You know what that means? Pilots, ready for flight. And drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. It looks like the Red Alliance is focusing on that first gear right away. A good strategy. That's worth a lot of points. We get that initial propeller spinning. The Blue Alliance team is still working on that gear. I think they're trying to make sure they get it up there, but not quite. So they go ahead and put the gimme gear in place. Ooh, the Red Alliance has 2 propellers spinning right off the bat. I think that's a very good strategy. It puts them well into the lead at 115 to 55. But now that the drivers have taken over, we'll see where the robots go from there. Both teams smartly focusing on propellers. The Blue Alliance gets their second propeller up and spinning. That brings them a little closer to parity. And they're cranking the gears into place. Don't see any interest in fuel right away. I think their strategy is to get those propellers going. Focus there first. Oh, there we go. A fuel spill onto the field. Let's see how we do with pressure points. Little tangle up there among some Red Alliance and a Blue Alliance robot. Didn't see who it was, but a little bit of chaos creation, making it difficult to run away with a smooth lead. Now I'll remind you that Norwell Robotics, team number 348, is currently ranked 6th. So they're kind of in the middle there. Wouldn't hurt them to increase that lead a little bit, though, if they want to stay in the top 8. And they're helping to do so by delivering a gear right to the pilots. That gear goes into place. And they're working on that coveted 4th propeller. They need 3 more gears to do that. They've got 3 propellers spinning. Blue Alliance is a little behind on that one. They've got 2 propellers spinning. But I can see that they're working on getting a gear in. The gear looks a little tangled up in the Viking Landers Jeffrey robot. But Northern Force comes to the rescue with the tow gear. 30 seconds remaining. Do we focus on gears or do we climb up those ropes? Looks like the Blue Alliance really would like to get some more gears in place, and I kind of agree with that. Whoa! The Red Alliance has all 4 propellers spinning. That is going to be hard to overcome, but you can see the Blue Alliance working feverishly at it. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance also has 2 robots climbing the ropes. We have 1 davit lift for Red. Looks like only 1 davit lift for Red and 2 for Blue. The scoring seems to agree with that. Although the final total looks like it does swing in Red's favor. We'll hear what the referees have to say about that. Well-played match by both alliances, but it looks like the Red Alliance eked out the win here. We'll see how the final results look. Oh, they're in the air, and it is the Red Alliance. Congratulations to the Red Alliance. That was a pretty convincing win and a great strategy there. The good news is that brings, sure I'm looking at the right match, yeah. That brings the Norwell Robotics team up to 2nd in the ranking, and it brings the Outliers up to the very top of the not in the top 8 yet. So we'll see how that goes over the rest of the qualifying matches. But they certainly didn't do themselves any harm. Congratulations to the Red Alliance. I want to make special notice of the efficiency of the volunteer reset team in getting this field turned around in an amazingly short amount of time.
I agree with you on that, Mike. Yeah, these volunteers with the white shirts are out here as soon as they get to go, and they are fierce working, shooting out the balls, helping the team with the robots around, getting the ladders to the guns, the pilots to the data, and checking for All right, let's find out who's in match number 66. The Red Lions, team number 3597.
From Kittery, Maine, and Robert Trape Academy, it's the Robo Rangers.
From my hometown, it's team number 58.
The Riot Crew.
And with that, team number 5122.
The team that I kept mispronouncing yesterday, it's the Robo Ties from Old Town High School.
All right, and the Blue Lions, let's find out who team number 1768 is.
They're from Bolton, Massachusetts. They are the Robo Chiefs.
And Derek told me that they're close to ready team number 166.
The Chop Shop with Robot Tempest from Merrimack High School. The Iron Tigers from Gardner Area High School in Gardner, Maine. Looks like the Chop Chop's getting some help from Bert over there on the sidelines. The rankings, we got no top 10s. We got a top 15 from South Portland. And Gardner, the Iron Tigers, are in number 14. And Kushova's in 17. So we've got some, and South Portland is in 15. I think I said that already. Yeah. Yep. We'll see what strategy they employ to push themselves.
How about the Blue Lions?
Well,
How about the Red Lions?
the Red Alliance team families need some coffee, it sounds like.
Okay, we're ready to roll.
All right.
Pilots, ready for flight. And drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. The first autonomous piece, let's see how they do. Looks like the Red Alliance didn't quite get bellied up to the airship, but the Blue Alliance gets their propeller rolling right off the bat. And they seem to be celebrating by shooting some fuel into the air. What a great idea. And the Red Alliance goes ahead and gets their propeller going with the gimme gear. That's great. Now that the drivers are taking over, we'll see what the strategy seems to be. Looks like Chop Chop wants to kind of get in the way a little bit there, giving the Robo Rangers a little guff. And it's a strategy that seems to be working out because the Blue Alliance is in the lead rather convincingly so far. But not anymore. The Red Alliance went ahead, got the propeller rolling. Just goes to show how important it is to get those gears on board and get those propellers up and running. So now each team has 2 propellers with some fuel on the field. We'll see if they add some pressure. But the blue team's just about to get that 3rd propeller going. And up it goes, pushing the Blue Alliance back into the lead. Blue Alliance adding another gear to the mix, heading for that coveted 4th propeller, which makes it very difficult for the other team to win if you can get those 4 propellers spinning. Not that it's unheard of, it can be done. Doesn't seem like anyone's interested in the fuel spill, using that to create pressure in the boilers. I think the teams are focusing on the big point value, getting the propellers spinning part of the contest. Red Alliance having a little difficulty getting their robots in to deliver the gears because of some of the debris that's laying in the way. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. Do you focus on more propellers or do you climb the rope? Let's see what they do. Looks like the Red Alliance and the Blue Alliance are at least getting 1 or 2 robots to climb up. So Robo Chiefs at the top to light the davit. Iron Tigers, all 3 davits on the blue side. And all 3 davits on the red side. Well played. Ladies and gentlemen, well played. Looks like the Red Alliance is going to squeak the win, but of course we want to make sure the referees agree with that. Off they go, into the air, and across the finish line is the Blue Alliance. I'm not going to say that the enthusiasm of the blue cheering squad made the difference, but it certainly didn't hurt.
Well, it was even 4-4-1, which is in the top 10. Right blue dropped down to 18, and looks like 268.
It certainly does not hurt to win the qualifying match. Congratulations to both teams for a well-played qualifying round. As the field begins to clear, we head towards the start of the match. I want to point out that that there is a 7th-ranked team and a 1st-ranked team are on the Blue Alliance for this match. The Red Alliance teams are a little further down the rankings, but we'll see what their strategy looks like, see if they can't boost themselves up into that higher echelon. Looks like the field is ready to go.
All right, let's find out who the teams are in the qualification 67. Starting with the Red Alliance, we have team number 4473.
4473 is Delta Prime with their robot Thor from Farmingdale, Maine. From Erskine Academy, they brought their robot Hoover. It's the Robonauts from Whitensville, Massachusetts. It's not Ernie, but it's Bert, the Bonnie Eagle High School team from Standish, Maine. The Hyde Phoenix team from the Hyde School in Bath, Maine. The top-ranked team so far, the MCI, Maine Central Institute team from Pittsfield.
All right, this is going to be interesting. Number 1 seed going to be in action. Pilots ready for flight, and drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go!
And off the robots go. A rather standard play by the Red Alliance. Get a gear in place, get that propeller rolling. Same with the Blue Alliance. And the Blue takes the early lead with that first propeller spinning. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance with Bert is firing fuel into the high-efficiency boiler. Some good early points, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. Now that the drivers have taken over, got a little traffic jam going over here on the Red Alliance side, but they have it sorted out, delivering gears to the pilots. Oh, but the Blue Alliance already has their second propeller spinning. That's pretty significant. Those propellers are worth an awful lot of points. Good strategy to get those rolling. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance is still working to get some more gears into place. with the Robonauts helping the cars by putting the gear right there in that middle spot. Gently bringing the gear up into the cockpit. And they have succeeded in doing that. I think this will allow them to light up that second propeller. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance is one gear away from their third propeller. But it's neck and neck right now, points-wise. Not anymore, because the Blue Alliance has fired up that third propeller. The propellers are worth an awful lot to the team's point value. Looks like Burt has its own cheering squad over there. We've got the backwards E. That's great. There we go. Back onto the field, the robots are collecting gears. A little miscue there. Having a little trouble on the Blue Alliance side. The Burt team is trying to grab that gear, but it just doesn't quite want to grab the gear. Meanwhile, the MCI team is delivering their gear to the pilots. We'll see if they get that final propeller rolling. With 30 seconds to go, do they switch strategies and climb the rope, or do they try and get a couple of more gears in play first? We'll see what they choose to do. Looks like the Blue Alliance is all about getting onto that airship. All three robots are climbing with two davits lit. The Red Alliance is doing the same thing. One davit. Two davits. Can they get that last one in place? No, not quite. So the Blue Alliance looks like they have taken this match with an initial score of 307 to 215. Referees seem to like it. Let's see what it looks like, though, in the final result. Off the airships go, into the air, and across the finish line, it's the Blue Alliance! That's going to help Burt, and it's going to keep MCI very solidly located in number one in the rankings. And we'll see if Burt goes up. Hold on. Yes, that moved Burt from 7th up to 5th in the rankings. And as the qualifying matches begin to wind down, it's really good to climb those rankings, not to go the other way. Okay, we are up to match 68.
All right, let's find out. Qualification match number 68. Starting with the Red Alliance, team number 6224.
It is the Saints from St. Dominic Academy in Auburn, Maine with their robot, Rosie. The Cognitive Hazard from Winterton, Massachusetts. I'm not going to read the name of the robot, it's too long.
And team number 5474.
I love those Ramblers. Team Whir from Winthrop, Maine.
All right, on the Blue Alliance. By yourself. You ready? Team number 4055.
It's NRG from Winchester, Connecticut, currently ranked number 8. So there, they have some stuff at stake here.
All right, and team the 4-5, 5-5.
For Rocketology from Somerset Career and Technical Center in Skowhegan, Maine.
And that's the blue line, team number 3, 4, 5, 1.
An unusual team, it's the Anomaly from Sanford Regional Technical Center in Sanford, Maine.
All right, and here's station over there. Everyone feels about the sound.
All right, so while we wait, I will read the Cognitive Hazards robot name. It is the Right Honorable Viceroy A. Rockmeteller Horatio Moylan Chisel Whitaker III, Esquire, a.k.a. Allen.
Wow. We have time of that. So pilots, ready for flight. And drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Looks like the red team has, or the Red Alliance has a very standard approach, but it didn't quite work out. It was a little bit of a miss. How about on the blue side? The blue side looks like they're trying to get that gear up in place, but it just won't come up for them. Oh, almost. Almost. Now that the drivers have taken over, we'll see where they go from here. Remember that NRG would like to retain their 8th ranking. Meanwhile, everybody else would like to move up in the rankings, I'm sure. And the Red Alliance gets their propeller spinning, and the Blue Alliance has theirs spinning already. But the Red Alliance goes ahead and gets that second propeller rolling, as does the Blue Alliance. We are neck and neck. These are two well-matched alliances. Oh yes, it looks like the NRG team has a gear stuck in the middle of the robot, so pretty much they're just going to have to try and get in everyone else's way, play a little bit of defense. Meanwhile, they're smashing up the fuel balls. I'm not going to say that that's a purposeful crash, but it looked like it wasn't quite accidental either. Ooh! Ooh! The NRG team making it hard for the Saints to get their gear put in place. Basically just kind of creating chaos is the NRG team. If you can't deliver a gear, you can at least try to keep others from being able to do so. I'd say that St. Dom's and the folks from Somerset, if I'm looking at that right, having a little bit of a tete on the field. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. Do you switch strategies now? Or do you keep working on the gears? So the Red Alliance has 2 propellers. The Blue Alliance has 2 propellers. There's only a 5-point difference right now. It would behoove one team to... Well, the Red Alliance has all 3 davits lit. Nice job. The Blue Alliance is working on the same idea. They've got 2. Very slowly. Up goes the Anomaly, and oh, not quite time enough. A well-fought match. It's interesting to watch how the NRG team switched their own strategy once they really couldn't deliver any gears. We'll go ahead and see if we can't keep the other team from being able to do so. Oh, we are under review, though, and with this close a match, the review could have an implication on the winner. So we'll just have to wait and see who is the actual victor of qualifying round number 68. Will it shake it up? I don't know. I just don't know. The referees are conferring. They want to make sure that they get this right because we are in a situation where the blue team, if they were to become victorious, would help the NRG teams retain or even improve upon that 8th place ranking. If they're not, then it's a pretty good bet that they won't maintain it. All right, I think we're going to get some airship takeoff here in just a second. Off they go, up into the air. It is, in fact, the red team that is victorious. With a final score of 250 to 220, the red team takes the lead in this round. And it looks like NRG has dropped all the way from 8th down to 13th. Significant implication in the rankings from that round. All right, looks like we've got a mostly clear field. We'll see how we're going to make, how we fare for the 69th qualification round.
All right, what's the feature? But, I'm noticing the 16 on the red line is actually having a yellow car. The projects here. All right, we need the Red Alliance. Let's go, number 13, number 3609.
The Duct Tape Dragons and their Robot Marvin from Portland, Maine. From Brewster Academy in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. Why, that would be the Neutrons, ranked 4th from Boston Latin Brookline High and Revere High in Boston, Massachusetts.
All right, that's the Red Alliance. On the blue side of the field, we have team number 3557.
The Robo Rangers from Kittery, Maine at Trape Academy. The team with the loudest fans so far, that's the team from Merrimack High School in New Hampshire. Currently ranked number 2, it's Norwell High School and Terminator 3. Yeah.
All right, let's see if we are ready. We are. Pilots, ready to fight. Drivers on the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
And off they go. Another standard fair. Oh, looks like the Blue Alliance was trying for 2 gears, but they do get the 1. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance is firing off fuel, but not really getting it into the hopper. It was a good effort, but ultimately it didn't work out. So the Red Alliance joins the Blue Alliance with the first propeller rolling. They seem to be focusing on getting some gears up into the cockpit. Meanwhile, the Neutrons empty out the fuel hopper, and I'm going to guess they're going to go shoot that fuel right into the high efficiency side of the boiler. The Blue Alliance has 2 propellers rolling, and the Red Alliance lights up that second propeller, bringing them fairly close in points. There's 15 points separating them right now. Be interesting to see when the Red Alliance unloads or unleashes the Event Horizon robot onto the boiler, how that ends up working out score-wise. Meanwhile, everyone else on the field does seem to be focusing on getting those precious gears up. Kate. little trouble on the field if the FPAs take a look at that. Meanwhile, the robots are feverishly working to bring up points. And I didn't see it happen, but it looks like the Neutrons Event Horizon robot did deliver some fuel to the hopper. And they went back for another load of fuel. We'll see if they do it again, how that works out for them. So we've got two Blue Alliance teams looking for gears. We do have the Event Horizon robot filling up the hopper. And we are at 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds in the match. The ropes drop. We'll see if the robots take advantage of it. The Blue Alliance has 3 propellers rolling. The Red Alliance has only 2. And that shows in the score differential. But the Blue Alliance has a robot up. The Red Alliance has a robot up. It's working. And it looks like the Blue Alliance got 2 robots up, with the Red Alliance only having 1. And those 2 robots helped push the Blue Alliance into the lead point-wise so far. It looks like the fuel pressure wasn't quite enough to help make up for the deficit of the missing propellers. Those all-important propellers providing lots of points. The Chop Shop seems happy about that. I can't imagine why they would be. Let's hear it, Chop Shop. So, as a result of that, it looks like, we'll see the final here in just a moment. Get the airships up in the air. Here they go. Off they go. It's the Blue Alliance for the win. Wonderful job. Excellent work, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's talk about the impact on ranking because, whoop. All right, looks like the Neutrons have gotten themselves a yellow card for touching a deployed rope. So you want to keep your hands off those deployed ropes, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about rankings. Norwell Robotics has moved into 2nd place in the rankings. Well done. The Neutrons retain the top 8, have moved to 4th in the rankings. Actually, it looks like the, oh yes, oh there we go. Oh, they moved down to 7. So they stay in the top 8, but they've moved down to 7.
All right, before we find out who's in qualification match number 70, I want to give a warm welcome back to our other game announcer from yesterday, Mr. James Buckley. All right, let's find out. On the Red Alliance, it's team number 4906.
From the Mid-Maine Technical Center in Waterville, Maine, The Collective.
And team number 6329.
From Bucksport High School in Bucksport, Maine, The Bucks Rap.
And it's the Mechanical Mayhem, team number 1519.
From Milford Area Youth Homeschoolers Enriching Minds in Milford, New Hampshire, Mechanical Mayhem.
That's our Red Alliance. Let's see who's on the Blue Alliance. I'm going to start with team number 4041.
From the Gardner Area High School in Gardner, Maine, Iron Tigers.
And the Shockwave. Next to them, team number 4946.
From the Dover Senior High School in Dover, New Hampshire, Shockwave.
And team number 5687.
From the Baxter Academy for Science and Technology in Portland, Maine, the Outliers.